Hey everybody, this is Sarah from Health by Sarah, and I just want to do a quick little video to show you what I do to store my bone broth in the kitchen. Now if you go to my YouTube channel, it's just Health by Sarah, you will find that I've already done a video on how to make beef broth, and I made it with water buffalo bones, but it obviously can be made the same way, whether it's water buffalo, beef, bison, elk, or whatever wild meat you have. So right here I've already pre-frozen some chicken broth, and all I did was pour it right in here, and I already poured a little hot water over this. This is just like a silicone ice cube tray, and I'm gonna put it in my freezer bag, and it just all fits really nicely in here. I'm just going to take them all out, store them. So again, like if you have no idea how to make chicken broth or anything like that, I have a video on YouTube of how you can make it in your slow cooker. And that is the easiest way, and it saves me so much time by doing that. So just get a few of these and you'll be able to freeze a bunch at once. And what I have here is the rest of my chicken broth. It's been in the refrigerator, so it's pretty cooled down. I'm just going to show you. I pour it right into the cube, into the tray. Yeah, I guess you can see a little bit right here. I don't want it to spill too much. So you'll just pour the rest of it in there. It doesn't take that long to freeze. And the reason that I do this, it just makes it's so easy for me. I used to freeze my bone broth in mason jars, and many of you know when you freeze in mason jars, you have to be careful and leave a lot of space at the top, at least an inch. And preferably you want to make sure that your broth is completely cooled down before you ever freeze it. And because I've had many jars break that way. So there's definitely a way of freezing it safely in mason jars. But the reason I don't is that sometimes I just need a tiny bit of bone broth, and this is like the perfect size for me, because when I just want to make half a cup of white rice for my husband and me, I just take 2 of these cubes, half a cup of rice, and I cook it. And that's all I need. It's like the perfect amount of liquid for the rice, and I'm not quite sure exactly how much that is. Maybe it's 3/4 of a cup. 2 of these is 3/4 of a cup. I'm just guessing. Don't take my word on that though. But I just love it because I use it in rice like that when I just want to take a couple from the freezer. Or I also use it when I'm making kale, when I'm making any kind of green. Sometimes I even put it in ground beef or just other meat that I'm cooking, and it gives it a really good flavor. So yeah, in the past when I was using mason jars, I would have to like put it under hot water or remember to put it in the refrigerator the day before, and it would just take up so much time if you needed it immediately. And when you have it in ready-made cubes like this, you don't have to put hot water on the jar or anything, or make the jar crack with too much of a temperature change. So it's just the most convenient way that I've found, and it really doesn't take me that much extra time. Another thing you want to make sure you do is to label your bags. So just have a permanent marker and just write what it is, because sometimes you'll forget if it's chicken broth or if it's something else, and you have to smell it. And you can't always rely on your nose for that unless you have a really good nose. And make sure you date it as well, because you want to know how old it is. But I go through it pretty fast this way, and it just, like I said, it gives me exactly what I need. Now if you guys have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Alright, have a good night everybody.